Thank you for joining us. My name is Omri Lahat from Victorian Renaissance, and today we're going to talk about brushes. I think it's about time for you to know, for people to be more mindful about which brushes to use and for which project. And I think it's a kind of a subject that pushed aside or people don't really appreciate, and they just choose a brush and they go on with their project, and they could have get way better results. And I think this video will be a great help for you. There's two types of brushes. There's synthetic brushes and there's natural brushes. Now the importance of the brushes and to know which one you need to choose for your project will affect immediately on your project better coverage, or you better get a results more smooth, easier application to do with different materials. That being said, the importance of brushes is very essential. Let's start with a synthetic. You'll see the gloss right away from the bristle, from the hair. And you'll know immediately that this is a synthetic as opposed to natural, where it's different colors, different variation. It's very easy to identify them. The type of brushes goes between, it can go between 1 inch or even smaller if you do smaller project, but from 1 inch to 3 inch, you don't want to use bigger sizes than this. And the reason is you'll get a better control and better dynamic with the way you use the brushes. We have 3 types of brushes to use for the project, and they go on a square shape, on a V shape, or a diagonal. Your ultimate brush will be a tip V shape, diagonal, okay? That will give you the best results for your, whether you apply water-based or oil-based. The hair itself of the brush, because you may cross the diagonal, you'll think that'll be the ultimate brush for me. However, the hair itself, the tip of the hair, are 3 different types. One that goes square, one that goes V-shape, and one that's split for like 3 different hairs. You want to choose the one that branch more, because this way you'll get more material on your brush, more usage and more coverage and more flow of the brush. The usage of brushes will be the rough one that will go for rough application, and such as stain remover or primer. We have the synthetic one. You'll get the best results on the water base. You can do it for oil base too, but the natural hair will give you a better usage for the oil base. Now, the reason though natural hair doesn't go well with water base is a hair doesn't react good to water. It starts to collapse. As you can see, I already lost mine, but if you use water, it won't give you the best result you want for natural hair. So if you use 2 types of application in one project, make sure you use 2 different brushes and not one for both application. Most likely the handle will indicate the quality of the bristle. So if you see that handle is well formed, well cut, high end, you'll know that the brushes are a very high quality. So the way we're gonna use the brush, we don't hold it from here, we don't hold it this way, we hold it from the main body, and we slightly creating strokes of the brush. Now it doesn't matter if you do slower, you will get better coverage. It's kind of a myth. You just need to make sure you use the right tip, and you'll see you can do quick strokes and you'll get very good results with the same if you do it slow. Another thing that you want to check before you buy is the softness of the brush. I went with my worker one time to buy a brush, and he did this. He was trying to feel the quality of the brush, and I didn't realize what he's doing. But basically, you'll sense right away the softness of the tip as you do it across your hand. You can do it on your face, but across your hand will be enough. You'll sense the quality right away, especially from natural hair to synthetic. How do we maintain brushes? Now, a brush can last for you forever, especially if it's in a very good quality. You won't have to buy them over and over again if you do the right steps. So for water base, it's quite easy. If you use the brush for a water application, you just wash it with soap, you'll let it dry, and the brush will go back to its shape. You want to make sure you're not forcing the bristle, the hair, too much as you applying it. So just wash it with water and soap, let it dry, you'll get a beautiful results. For oil base, you dip it inside a mineral spirit. It will keep the moist and the oily inside the brush. You don't have to dry it completely. You can store it in it. You can actually put it inside a cup and store it, or you pour around it, you dip it inside, and then you take a plastic wrap and you just wrap it. When you wrap it, make sure you don't tie the bristle too much so it doesn't lose the form. So mineral spirit for oil, water with water, it's pretty simple. The main barrier of cleaning and maintaining brushes is not in the actual step, is to do the actual cleaning. It's kind of a psychological barrier where you think, I'm just gonna buy a new one. So I highly recommend you to kind of get rid of this notion, get rid of this habit, and just dip them, wash them. You'll get a beautiful brushes for years. So you can save a lot of money there. Thank you very much for joining us. If you have any questions, feel free, comments, like, share. Don't forget to subscribe, very important for us, for us. Check up our channel for more content like this and many, many more. Thank you. See you next time.